almost there. Welcome aboard. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Fisherman 57. How you doing? Welcome aboard. Give me a few minutes to get this stuff ready. And happy Labor Day to all y'all. No, I don't play no Roblox or whatever that thing is. 11 people. Okay, hold on. Happy Labor Day, everybody, and welcome to the JCX Show. My name is John Card. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the subscribe button to make this channel grow. And if you like hit the notification bell, please make sure you hit it for notification of episodes, short videos, and live streamings. And please hit the like button to help this fight this algorithm. If you got any questions or comments, or you like to say hi, feel free. The comment section is open for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Demon Slayer anime fan and you live in the United States, there are some bad news that is going to be coming on, but I have that episode that I'm going to be talking about that for what's going to be happening in the theater. So feel free to log out and go to the YouTube, hit the JCX Show, and there's episodes in there. But other than that, it's not the movie, it's the bucket of popcorn and the drink that when you know how it is when the movie is special and they bring the stuff like that in the U.S. or anywhere else. Well, we're probably going to have the same dull stuff, but I ain't worried about that. All I came is just going to catch that movie, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. But I did catch some of the first season of Demon Slayer, and to be quite honest, it was pretty good. So I'm going to catch the other seasons of it before the movie come out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me log out. Oh, by the way, the PlayStation is about to have their State of Play. They're coming up on September 3rd, and they're going to be talking about the 007, the First Light. Jenna Miss, sorry if I don't say it wrong. If I say it wrong, how you doing? Welcome aboard. They're going to be talking about the young James Bond, and I'm going to check that out too, because it got me interesting that how does James Bond become, James Bond of himself. Like, I like a martini, shaken, not stirred. Oh man, I hope they got the line that comes in on that game and it says, "Grow up, 007." I wish that would happen. But it does coming on September 3rd. Started at 11 p.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and 8 p.m. Central CEST. Still trying to recognize it. But I'm gonna check that out. See how that is. See what else it is. Um, the Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, I got a bad news about that. It's been everywhere. The movie has been delayed until next summer. That will now open in May 2026. Fans eagerly anticipated the second installment of a new Mortal Kombat movie franchise will have to wait a little while longer, as reported by Deadline. The sequel, starring Carl Urban and directed by Mortal Kombat film Simone McQuarrie, has officially been delayed until next summer. Mortal Kombat 2 will now debut in theaters May 15th, 2026 instead of October 24th, 2025. Deadline claims Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema believe that the movie will perform better at summer box office given the wild fans' response to the trailer. Which is, I think that might be a good idea because we got Tron Ares that's coming up in October, and I hope Disney doesn't going to mess that up, because if it does, man, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Anyways, a New Night Cinema described it as a sequel of a latest high-staking installment of a blockbuster video game franchise in all its brutality, glory. This time, the fan favorite champions, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, are pitted against one another in the ultimate no-holds-barred glory battle to defeat the dark ruler of Shao Kahn that threatens the very existence to the Earth realms and its defenders. Well, yeah, one, they should put that in the movie for the summer. But the second thing that they need to do is they need to change the design of Jade. Instead of have her as a bald, man, you should have her much more beautiful than that. You know what I mean? I mean, we got I didn't know if Jade was got different. I'm trying not to get to it, but I understand. But being bald in the movie, come on now. The last time I seen a Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat Armageddon, I see Jade and she is beautiful and she can fight. Now we have the bald version of Jade. Come on now. Give me a break. Come on. We can't do that. That's not cool. Okay, let's talk to the other reception. To all you Nintendo Switch gamers, some of your favorite Nintendo Switch games or any other games are about to be removed. Listen, a couple of classic games are being removed by Nintendo Switch eShop. Will leave them inaccessible for all Switch, Switch Lite, and Switch 2 users. Furthermore, neither's Nintendo Switch game is available in a physical form, meaning there will be no purchase option left for those who want to own the two games from the 1990s. That said, a pair of Switch games is still available in select regions, including the United States, for those who are interested in grabbing them before they gone. Gee. The news comes away from the D4 Enterprise, who recently took the social media platform X. Fact that the PC 98.1 version of both Banish, Renewed, and Frey are being removed from sale. Meanwhile, delisted games reports appear that the version of Pearl also D4 Enterprise, but missing from the announcements, have been removed from the Nintendo eShop. Again, though only in select regions so far, leaving the option to purchase the game in the North American version in the Nintendo eShop for now. See, this is why I stay physical cartridge or disc or whatever it is, because once I purchase a game, I own it. I own the ones that they created. They should have. See, all this new rules and this license and game key, and you had to buy the thing, and then you got to go and download. It's a waste of time. This again, we are not doing this. They are doing the same thing like PlayStation Plus. They removed the games because they want to add more games, which apparently might be true. And the games that you probably playing it probably not playable anymore. And that's gonna piss you off. And if that happens to me, I'll be pissed off, and I'll probably ask them to get my money back. They mess around. They know what I am. This is not a doggone demo version all the time. That's what's wrong right now. I figured this out. This is like a demo version. You play the games until they decide to say the trial for that game is up. Either you finish the game or we just remove it. That's it. Unbelievable. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I had never seen this design before, but it's not a game thing, but it's like, you drink and you got a glass, and they make it a design from the childhood joystick into a $125 whiskey for distinguished gamers, and they make that real good. It's just like a Atari, Atari 2600. They make something like that out there. Let me show you. This is what they're making of. Yeah, I never see that before in my life, man. I never see they try to make shoot. I never see that thing design like that before. Let me see. Someone at Atari look at that CX10 joystick from the company of a famous 2600 game console and went, that would be make a killer the candidate. And no, this is ain't AI. This is no AI. It's 100% real. In fact, if you're a gamer and you're in late 40s and beyond and mildly irresponsible with money, please turn away immediately. The Atari Dissenter is an iconic classic and appeals with unique niche of people those who appreciate the finest things in life, but remember their roots. The game console has given us Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Froggers, Pole Position, and bunch of other icon memories. Was retired in the early 1992, but its influence lived on as a particularly birthed an entirely generation of early gamers, which I played 2600 since I was a kid. That probably was my very first console. And I don't know what happened, but after I decided I wanted a Super Nintendo, I don't know what happened to Atari 2600, and it sailed away. So To be honest, I kind of missed it. I kind of missed it. Every game that has come ever since the Atari 2600 to think the birthing of the gamer movement, and while most of us are playing and hit with a hit console are now in the 40s, 50s, or even in their 60s, what better way to raise a toast to a stellar game console than to drink our Atari Kenner? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. The Kenner itself is a model of a CS10 joystick games with the console, and the console will let you plug in the cassette into a front while the joystick will be attached to the side via cable. Dang. A familiar input device that gather hours of blood, sweat, and tears and now sits in the arteries your fine whiskey and scotch. Dang. I'll be honest, man. I never thought that they'd do that, man. Maybe I should put like a grape soda in there, man, and I'm playing my Atari 2600 and I'm drinking one at the same time. Okay. Let's see what's the next subject. No, not that. Okay, to all you solo leveling fans, bad news. Annie Paulette suggests to delay solo leveling season 3 to 2028. No. Annie Paulette are waiting for 2028 to start a production of Solo Leveling Season 3, according to Sota Fukuhashi. I am nauseous and looking forward to it, like everyone, but the truth is, between Season 1 and Season 2, 222,000 frames of animation were created, and of course, I would love to give the animators a little breathing room. So if it were up to me, I say let's wait until the next Olympics to see what's going to happen with season 3. But to get to that 2200's first frame of animation, I think that's more up to Kondo-san and A1 Pictures. Okay. You know what? I think it is. I think we should go ahead and wait for it. I don't mind wait for Solo Leveling season 2. I mean season 3. But they make it the best one. But so far, I think they used to be number 1 now. But I think they down to number 2. So somebody's gonna be number 1. Alright. I know school is tomorrow. But y'all gotta tell these kids that they need to chill out with the cell phone, man. Seriously. Schools across the country make students lock their phones in pouch until the end of the day. Around the world, the schools are searching the ways to reduce phones used during class. One popular solution is called phone pouch. At the start of the day, students place their phones inside a locked pouch, which can only be opened when they leave school. Supporters say this helps students pay attention, focus on learning, and talk more with each other face to face. Teachers report fewer distractions in common classrooms. I don't know what is wrong, because I see some fails that some of these students got their phone damaged because they can't help it. It's like they addicted. The phone is much more addicted than drugs and alcohol combined. That's why they need to do that, because we try to do old school. We try to do things the old way. They don't understand that. Y'all parents better explain to them before the old school. You better explain to them, explain to your kids that during your school days, you ain't got no cell phone. You probably had a pager. That's one, but you don't have any phones or cell phones and stuff like that, unless you got a car that has a portable phone. But other than that, you don't have phones. We just talk to each other. We just, pass on the notes or try to do stuff like that. It's like old school. It's like my time. And before my time, it was my parents' time that they have. And their parents before that. So you got to tell your kids that unless they got... This is why they need a small booklet for writing down the contact, write down the phone numbers just in case an emergency. And I'm telling you this because they need to pay attention to some of the things that in there instead of worry about what's on social media right now. There's nothing on social media right now other than the same damn thing. That's why, look, that's why we just want to keep these kids, doing things old way. If they want to bring the camera, that's cool. They bring the camera. If they want to record something and put it in the memory card and, come back home and just do this stuff later, yeah, that's cool. But we have to make sure we got to tell them that the phones are off unless it's emergency. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a few more things to talk about, then I'm about to head out. Alright. Now that one is due. Got two more to talk about. Okay. This one's pissed me off. This says, no matter who gets your wife pregnant, the husband is still legally considered the father. Are you kidding me? Resolving the conflict between paternity and legitimacy arises from the birth of a child to an adulterous woman by a man other than her husband. And see on Tuesday, the ruling that if marriage, substance, and the sponsors had access to each other, the husband would remain the child's legal father despite not being a biological parent. Okay, let me hit my thoughts on that. That's a no. That's a heck no. And the law, Joe, let me tell you something. I don't agree with all that. Because first of all, if the wife cheats with another man and she ends up pregnant, she gotta go. And the man's not gonna take care of the kid unless he volunteers, regardless of a DNA test, unless he volunteers. But if he says this kid is not mine, the kid doesn't look like it, and he gonna take a DNA test, yeah, Because, first of all, to us guys, we got to know the right child because it's our bloodline that is in there. Our bloodline. That's our reason. The bloodline. Because if this child's not mine, then what's the use? Unless you decide to say, I'll take care of the kid, but you know your bloodline, there's not your bloodline in there. Your wife's bloodline might be in there, but yours isn't. That's the problem. I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. Wife cheats on me. I gotta divorce her. She getting nada, and I'm gonna make sure to get a prenup too. Man, they crazy. Must be out their mind. Okay, one more thing before I go. One more last thing, guys. This woman is crazy. Listen to this. A Wingstop employee throws hot oil on customers over 61 cents. 61 cents. Alright, 2 women who burned at the Wingstop in Memphis after an employee allegedly threw hot cooking oil on them dispute over 61 cents. One woman suffered a second-degree burn in nearly 19% of her body, including her face and tonsil. Ooh. The employee, the 25-year-old, which I'm not saying, was arrested and charged with aggravated assault. And her court date has already been there. Okay, let me hit with this thought. If I work at Wingstop and somebody just give me 61 cents, I'd rather say thank you. Thank you for your tip. Thank you for the tips. And look on and be happy. I don't care if they tip me 1 cent. That's cool with me. If they tip me like, 15, 25, 35, 50, 75, 85, probably 95, $1, $5, I would say thank you. No problem. But no, somebody got to do something so stupid and get arrested. I'm sorry, but this over 61 cents? Are you serious? Man, let me tell you something. I'll be happy. I'll say thank you with a smile. Gee. I don't know what is up with this world, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better than this. This is crazy. 61 cents. Over 61 cents. And then you just ain't happy about it? Should be happy about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have. Thank you for watching the JCX Show. My name is John Carr. Feel free to explore on the youtube.com/the JCX Show and check out some new episodes that's up there, man. And if you got any questions or comments on it, please, my comment section is open for you all, as always. And I hope y'all see you again. Till then, please be safe, be blessed, and may God be with you. Peace.